I shot an order in Yandex Market and need to take it to the post office. First, you need to get into the garden. You need to throw off the clem to save him from mistakes. Damn, is the gasket snotting. It will need to be cleaned here and there. And there. Yes, I certainly chose the super weather for this whole thing. But there is not much of a choice. Let's wait a little bit now. I'm stuck in my backpack. Okay, that'll do. Let's wait a little and go deal with idling. Today, we need to deal with the turnover. There are several theories. I've read this on the forum, that it's just some kind of tin. It is almost necessary to dance with God around the motor 2E, on this variant of the boo, to equalize the revs. I don't have a tambourine, we'll improvise. What can I say? Have fun steering these. So let's see how it starts. But nothing. Well, it can't be that you need to climb under the hood again. Some kind of problem with the starter. The belt whistles. So what else do we hear? Only that the belt whistles. Good, bad is not clear yet. I mean the dampness is either or because of the roller, which can, in principle, grab a wedge on the generator as a non-fig to do, because it rustles not bad like that. So, now we need to warm up and go. I don't even know where to go. Stop dripping on me, because it's not that it's very good, but it doesn't seem to pull the exhaust very much. So, we look at the parameters for consumption. Where are they? Here they are. But there are none. And how to make it stink of some kind of dog shit. Okay, let's get warm, let's go from here. So, the turnover has decreased. Now at, let's say, more or less normal speeds. The temperature is about 60 degrees. Nothing is floating yet. Let's give it up now. Everything works smoothly. DMRV means okay. Let's take a ride now. The temperature should be somewhere between 100 and 110 degrees. And in theory, an incredible swimming of revolutions should begin. But damn, it smokes anyway, it's an infection. Well, okay, let's say it's not something that burned down the day before yesterday. Plus condensate. The weather is like this. Let's go and look. We register, so to speak, the readings. 40 liters per 100. How do you like that? It was 47 just now. Maybe he's kind of undergoing adaptation. 37 is already good. But damn, 47 liters is some kind of bullshit. Come on, go down. 32. Adaptation is possible. Okay, we'll come and see now. So, 12 liters. This is a definite victory. It's better than the day before yesterday. The day before yesterday, there were 23 dashes of 24 liters. At idle, for some reason, the lighter goes up, but also the revs, 900. Now we will solve this problem. They swim, but not as badly as the day before yesterday again. Perhaps after all, cleaning the idling valve will reveal a truer picture to me. We have sorted out the DMRV, we have sorted out the idling sensor. So, well, until the rain has stopped, and it won't stop, you need to touch the wheels. Cold. Also cold, how strange, of course. I turned off the light, but I didn't turn it off. We have a battery, and if there is a drawdown, it is minimal. Generally minimal. Something in the right front wheel is bubbling. It feels like the caliper is biting, but the wheels are absolutely cold. It couldn't be colder. I want to see how it gets started. Without clutch. Better, better. It's getting better and better every time. On the hot one, you will need to wait until it cools down, up to 80 degrees. And here's why. So I climbed into the Vovodov forum. This is just a separate SIR of some kind. Each motor has its own jokes. So here is the motor to E. to sort out the turnover. What they write on the forum. The engine has to E very stupid boo. If the basic settings of the engine have gone astray during operation, then Abu begins to compensate for this whole thing, not with the most. Compensate in the most unpredictable way. To stop this outrage, the first thing is needed. Warm up the engine to 80 degrees. When working, we will work with what the engine is, remove the connector from the child. This is a coolant temperature sensor, and 3 times bring the engine speed above 3000 per minute naturally. After this procedure, the engine switches to the basic settings mode. We arm ourselves with a stroboscope, increase the speed to 2500 Oz. At the same time, this should be the ignition advance angle of 5 to 7 degrees, no more. If necessary, we adjust it. We set the idle speed to 750. This is the fifth. 5, and it is desirable to set the central bank at the level of 3%. I do not know how I will do it. We put on the coolant temperature sensor, turn off the engine, start it in a minute. This is to stabilize the revs, provided that. This procedure will help only if a serviceable fuel temperature sensor DMRV, lambda. DPDs. Fuck knows what it is. And you didn't try to revive the whole thing by twisting the spring 2 turns. Before adjusting, it is very desirable to flush the idle valve and so on. There's a sensor there that you can twist with a screwdriver. Who just didn't twist him? I've already looked at him killed there. So here it is exhibited once from the factory, and that's it. Accordingly, the only thing I can do now is all of the above, but before that you need to clean the idle valve, but before that, you need to wait for at least some minimal enlightenment in the weather. All morning I sat looking at the street. I thought I should go out. While I was doing business, I came out and here it is. It's not that I want to poke around under the hood. The car started up. About 800 revolutions, give or take. Now he will catch up to 13.5 liters and should get up. That's it, there are in theory no problems. That's it, the turns don't float back and forth. Everything is in order. 13.1, he'll catch up to 13.5. Most likely, the heresy that was written. Okay, not heresy, maybe it helped someone. Which was written on the forum. It is treated by simply dropping the battery terminal for a certain amount of time and resetting the boot settings. I couldn't find any other memory here. So maybe it cured. But still, it seems to me that you need to put your hands on the idling sensor. I think it needs to be applied. I have already bought another cleaner for similar cases. And shake the wiring. And now it's 13.4. Shake the wiring. Maybe this problem will go away. Plus, when it's overland, I'll just go, I don't know, to the country for example. I'll cut wires, pull out the ESRP. By heat shrinkage, maybe even a special lubricant. And the whole thing is for me to sit on the shrink and so on. So as not to return to this issue later. But you still need to somehow unscrew several connectors, repin them more precisely. Because there are 3 wires left right at the edge on the same idling sensor, for example. The idling valve. We solve issues. But for some reason, I've already started to pancake more. Good. Cut it out. Like you're idling and eating 13.7 liters. A wonderful car. I had another car with a bigger engine, let's say, and it didn't eat so much. Idling, of course. If you didn't press the gas pedal, she held nothing at all. We have 14.1 liters. Let's go see if the mixture is the right or the wrong mixture. It is immediately obvious that the mixture is wrong. And a little butter, of course. Yes, unfortunately, the mixture is wrong. That's it, and the revs have risen. Everyone started swimming. It's a pity, of course. But we'll have to solve something somehow in this weather. In short, the method does not exactly work. It only got worse. I now have 1,000 revolutions constantly, 17 liters and a half consumption. So. No, it's floating. Yes, no, yes. I don't know, maybe adaptation is needed like a trip. But this stuff, like we throw off the coolant sensor. This is where the bullshit starts. And this is an abnormal expense, in any case, at idle. Come on. Ugh, it stinks and gives the wrong mixture. I'll take a look. Yes, the mixture of loot is wrong. Although it seems like that, right? Well, if you switch gears like that. Yes, so we are doing as we did before. The fan turned on. Just throw off the clem. And while everything is being thrown off, we clean the sensor. Come on. But it's buzzing. He seems to be actively working. Oh damn, it's hot. How much of this is true? By the way, I need to look in. Sour. At the same time, we will clean the dimmer, but first we will remove the sensor. Clamps, by the way. About the factory solution, but this is certainly not the original one. In general, for some reason, you need to pull this stuff off once. 20–30,000. Well, it is clear that it is connected to crankcase gases, and everything that is connected here, but nevertheless. This is not the best solution, you know, from Volkswagen. Although there are not the best solutions enough. I'm still from Golf, as they say. Volkswagen Golf MK3. I've been through a lot. Why? There's some kind of duct tape on the way. It's crazy. Well, here he is. Let's see what's going on here. Dirt is present. And this is something incomprehensible for us. There's something incomprehensible planted on the sealant. Which is no longer a sealant. Wow. This is not what I expected to see here. Fortunately, I have a sealant. So, we need to spill everything inside. The pipe seems to be alive. We need to spill everything inside. There is a special mechanism that is responsible for this. So, you need to take it off somehow, but it doesn't come off. And that's how it should be, right? So it should be that it will hang out, but not be removed. Yes, someone did not regret the sealant, but took the wrong sealant, took some shit. Nothing, I have a normal sealant, which is also shit, but it will be enough for us. Well, all right. How are we going to do this? I watched the video. Maiden Germain. Oh, good. We don't pour that much. Yes, the shit is there. Rinse and nothing pours out. Black goo. Class. And in this simple way, I understand that we are cleaning the system that is connected to this system there. Let's go. By the way, a great thing is a universal cleaner. Well, I wouldn't say it was dirty. At least, that's what I've seen on various videos. There was just blackness there. I have a few drops of dirt, and that's it. In any case, we reseal here and reseal wherever there may be a leak. And specifically, I'm still interested in these tubes here. They just spin around their axis. And these are definitely some kind of vacuum tubes. Therefore, we take a sealant. It goes to the absorber, it seems. No, it goes where from here. We take the sealant. We collect and reseal everything here. By the way, what's going on here? Not that there was any large-scale dirt here. It's all being cleaned up. That's it, of course. This, of course, is interesting. A non-standard solution, right? I would like to say, but here it is clear that everything has just been sawed off. And why? And where? It shouldn't have been sawed off. Damn, hot engine. Okay, reseal, look for the bolt, assemble and look. In general, I resealed it, let's say, with a sealant. I've tweaked it here, everything is beautiful, everything is elegant. I smeared the pipe a little bit here, because some kind of crack is incomprehensible. It may be necessary to change the nozzle nevertheless. But a new problem has appeared. The wire fell off. How to do it there now, I don't quite understand. I have wires, but there is no pinout. Okay, this is solvable. We'll clean the DMRV, connect it and try to start it. I managed to get out of the bowels of the head 4/8, but it's just like this already. Dead about. I cleaned the contacts. I cleaned the fillet, because they were greener here on the DMRV. But here I do not know how to clean it. They remain green there. It's going to dry out now. Made a wire. And how to determine that it works? The idle valve is working. We take the ignition. And what? Oh, there's no battery. Okay, we'll come back when the battery is ready. The battery is in place. So, let's go. Turn on the ignition. We're going back. And it kind of hums, vibrates. We return the DMRV to its place. Why aren't you coming back? That's it. So, it may fall. We can also lose this during the launch. Firm here, so that nothing falls anywhere. Okay, turn signal. We look. Charging the battery immediately disappeared. So, in the sense of a light bulb, this means charging is going on. There the power wire is very liquid as possible. But we need to travel. Let's warm it up now. Look, it even smokes less on idle. Great. And it's just started to rain. Well, I doubt there was a bad contact. It had been humming and vibrating before, everything was in order. Either the roll of the generator or some other video. I feel very bad. In general, awe. Look. It has not been adapted yet, so there is such a blunt. But it does not fall into zero. That's good. We also go to change the light bulb of the rear stop. Because last time I ordered some bullshit. Specifically, 24 volts. I saw it on the stock, you know, this is for 3 capex. Need to buy urgently. So, now I bought a normal light bulb. It changes in 3 seconds. Take it out. 24 volts. We insert it the wrong way. Yes, ep of beauty. We're looking at 12. by beauty. So, 24 volts we then blunted. We need to undergo some kind of adaptation now. We will put 24 volts back, and the burned out light bulb will be disposed of. We recycle everything. We will take the rubber to recycling now. We will also take all oils, liquids, and all sorts of rubbish to recycling. Light bulbs, batteries, we dispose of everything. We hand over everything. It doesn't need to be lying around somewhere. It's not that I'm very stoked for ecology. Well, like a fig scattered the same rubber. Then you can take her, well, at least to the trash, you know, the local one. I'll take you to the dudes who. The revs are hanging out again. Who then hand it over afterwards. Yes, that's it, you need to go for a ride. Not really. No, you don't have to. And me too. I still have an urgent need to reseal these tubes here. These tubes here are, damn, incomprehensible. In general, it would be nice to look into the idle valve after all. Well, and maybe sometime later. All these tubes here. Wait, is there an absorber? Yes, there's an absorber down there. Out. Sort of. It's out. Yes, it should be him. And to understand if there is any space here. Well, let's try a file. I have a def position there. So, now I still need to find a lambda for the future. And there she is. That connector over there. And how to get in there. Remove the intake. The pipe? Tough. Come on. Well, everything seems to be fine there. Can you see anything? I don't see anything. There's a white and black campaign. White, blue-white and black, like blue-white. They go just where? Just where the silencers were turned and all that. But I'm going to quickly reincarnate everything. Let's go for a ride. We'll just do a couple of things. Let's go to the pickup point and check the engine operation at the same time. But in general, the landing is good. No one was looking after him. I'll tell you what. No one put their hands on it. The clutch will need to be sorted out. I read that if there are any problems with the clutch, everything changes. The GTC, the clutch working cylinder, and the clutch master cylinder. It's all in a circle, it won't do. I do not know, very expensive. It smells clean of money. There is only on disassembly. The two clutch cylinders with the tube will be in good condition. It is unclear in what, in good condition 2000. Plus GTC, I don't know how many more. Perhaps you will just need to order a repair kit at the GTC for 250 rubles and sort it out. But it will need another liter or 3 brakes to order. And then pump all the brakes, which I don't want to do. But I'll still have to climb into the rear wheels. More on that later. So I'll try to drive the air out of the clutch in the same way that I did before. But it smells like a replacement. It smells like money in short. Which I don't want. Tomorrow the brake will come, I'll shake it again, I'll shake the clutch again. Well, it can't be that the brake does not go anywhere, and there is air in the clutch. It grabs air from somewhere, but the brake does not rise, does not rise. That is at the same level. Magic, no other way. We'll figure it out. We will seal it later. We're taking it. We're taking it. Now as it is necessary to bang. We have to go anyway. So, what about the oil? What's on the clock? It's fine. It'll do. Okay, that's it. It's tough. It looks very tough. We'll throw that out later. So, let's see, did you take everything? Did you take everything? Did you collect everything? Order. It's not ours. That's it, I managed. Now. Oh, good. And can you get started? Here. Charging does not disappear. Stole all hands. Again, this French appears perfectly. which is only wiped off with a brush. Yeah. But we need adaptation, definitely for sure. Well, let's go for a ride, turns out. So, we need to close the hatch. Luke is straight this topic, I'll tell you. So, let's get over here and go. The weather is called a classic of the genre. Let's go slowly. So the gate is still with a limp. Yes, how can I connect it? Oh, not at all. Well, we have a cold engine too. Well, I have no mountains at all right to turn the left steering wheel. Op? Well, that's it, yes. So, we don't have the best road here, so we carefully go to the third one. It's 61 now. 61 liters per 158. Maybe just some kind of adaptation, but I'm not sure about that. So there's a huge one here somewhere. Weather 5, 48, so it was the fourth. Oh my gosh. That's me. At the same time, I'll eat the car. The wheels are the dirty ones. At this speed, it is already impossible to catch this kind of planning. So, now we see a normal road, let's see. What he would do to joke, what he didn't do, he still farts. Sticks. Frankly speaking, the conditions for the test are such. "25.5 liters 400s. It needs to go down to 13. If it stays at 22-25, then the ears. We throw off the terminal and wait. 23.8. 13 should go down. Although with such humidity. It smells like a forest now, right? With such humidity. 15 liters ran out somewhere in the city. So far, 21. It's already good. Oh, a more or less normal road. Damn, I'm just watching the arrow tank fall. Yes, I have recently corrected 20 liters, And I have already driven 15 in total. Then we go further and look. 13 and 3. Revs. Well, somewhere around 800, and there probably is. At the same time, the light, all the load is there. Well, I think it's a victory. We even have a pachika at second speed. This is a victory in the sense that... What was that? That at least, we have a minimum consumption of not 24 liters. It is clear that for some reason, the turnover is also growing in neutral. We are solving this. This is not such a big problem anymore. In general, we can say that I coped. But you will need to reseal all the connections anyway. Because here's what you've seen on the duct tape, all of this is happening. What is happening? How does it behave? I think it behaves very badly, because I have no sealant. We'll reseal it and then we'll do a little electrics. Let's do a little bit around the salon. Let's try to see the alarm already, but not that I was sure of it. Then we'll take care of the rear wheels. I'll explain why. Why we will deal with them. I will explain why we will deal with them, and what we will do with them. When it comes. When the details arrive. So in general, 494,847 kilometers. I probably drove about 47 kilometers, damn it. Well, maybe a little more. Why is the expense growing? Vavadi, come on. Tell your secrets. Why is it growing? Like it should fall the other way around. Okay, let's go back. Home is meant. And let's see what the expense is. So, oil from Gur. With this, everything is clear. There's something in there. Dressers. The roller whistles, or the generator bearing. Come on. The mixture is wrong. It will also be necessary to understand whether the reversing lamps work. Well, it smokes knobbly. But there is also condensate along the way. Check out the joke. It's blowing on a person right now, isn't it? Shown. We close this stuff and it starts to bloom. I just decided to sweat this glass and then, of course, yes. All right. Damn, there's an uncomfortable carpet, there is a dog. Here's the fifth gear. The fifth gear is about 1500 revolutions. This is what kind of sound is most likely in the front right wheel. The rubber doesn't seem to be crooked. The steering wheel does not beat. Can the box? The box seems to be different. "15 liters shows. But what if we roll down the mountain? In neutral, roughly speaking. Falling. I think it will disperse, it will be fine. The main thing is not to throw off the terminal from the battery, for no reason anymore, and everything will be a bundle. Let's get some inflows. 14 liters, 2000 revolutions. "13.4 liters, 70 kilometers, shows a little more than 2000 revolutions. In general, not bad. It was written on the forums that people reached 11 liters on a 2-liter engine.
11 литров на моторе 2Е двухлитровом.
But it's probably on, I don't know, the minimum mileage, the minimum collective farm, minimal everything. There were no 12 and 8 liters. So, the third. I forgot that you need to lower the gears, then I'm used to driving on the machine. Everything is there in a bunch, let's say. Oh, the rainbow. Oh, you can't look, don't look at the rainbow, I'm not looking either. And then you never know what. So, I forgot to lower the gear.
Забыл, что нужно понижать передачу.
Let's heat up a little now. "12 and 8. That's it, the figure has risen. You need to finish lowering the gear. Yes, downshift and, oh, the sun. To heat the gas. We won't make it, will we? 12-4. Oh, that's right, good. It's just good. So, they are floating revolutions, but for some reason, they are thousands now. Maybe the car needs a good ride like that, let's say, so that there are no problems.
Чтобы не было проблем.
I turned on the light turned on. So, it can be turned off. So, and why? Oh no, that's it, I thought we were warming up. The rear window mesh is heated.
Сетка заднего стекла.
Well, of course you're a strange type. I was standing on the left, decided to rebuild to the right. Let's drive through here. And you guys. Honks again. Light in the eyes. We have such an interesting piece of garbage built. Well, probably not a fig in sight, right? The dam is still being repaired. You can't see shit from the bus. By an order of magnitude. Yes, the front suspension doesn't feel very good. Increased speed. Yes, somehow. 12 and 7. But the revs are increased. Okay, we'll fix it. The main thing is that it goes and does not just eat a million. Everyone, let's go down. No, we didn't. Perhaps you need to get into the DMRV again. Perhaps so. What other parameters do we have? Did you drive like 9 kilometers? 19 kilometers, now what is it? The oil sensor may need to be purchased. Or maybe he's gone through the wiring. But it's there, it's worth it. 12 degrees. I think it's a lie. I'm even going to look at the phone now, how many degrees we have. Let's take a look. Ah, now. 19 degrees. And that's a lie. 13 degrees. Oh, it's getting warmer. I have no idea what it is. Probably time. Something else. Well, now the expense is growing slowly. Well, it looks like this is the best result for today. It looks like that. We will continue to treat, of course, but I don't know where to dig yet. It will also be necessary to change the liquid. Cooling liquid. There's not much trust in her either. If the temperature is between 90 and 110 now, 100 degrees. Between 90 and 100 degrees, yes. Which, in principle, is more or less normal operating temperature. But as far as I know, it should have a temperature of 90 degrees. This motor is normal. How the sensor feels now. I do not know where to connect here. Of course, you can search in that spit, but I do not know where to connect here. Therefore, and how to connect. There's probably an old woman or something there. And that's why errors remain on the question marks. Okay, then we'll move on to more interesting things. Where I would like to say that I will have to get my hands dirty less, but here everything that you can't touch is dirty. Yes. Well, then we'll clean it up, and then we'll go somewhere else. By the way, look, and the output has become more or less normal. Now there is condensation there, and what we have left there from the last time will come out, and that's it. And that's it. We'll fix that. Well, or we'll break it, I don't know. We need to buy light bulbs. Diode bulbs came in the turn signal, grease for the guides. I hope there's enough for the rear brakes. And Hebish gloves, but at least for what, as it were. Well, let them be. There's a handsome guy standing there. So, let's immediately understand whether I'm right or not. With one hand, of course, it's okay, it's convenient to do all this. The main thing is that he doesn't fall through there now. Damn, is it bigger or something? Oh no. There are certain nuances. It seems to work. It's smaller. The contacts are smaller in size than they are here. And of course, the twists are our favorite. We've got some interesting stuff built up here, and they're still building something. That's it, bun. The only thing, it seems to me that it is not that bright. That is, to tighten the legs. That's it. With the lighting fixtures in the car outside, at least the issue is closed. Everything is there, except for one. Room illumination. I do not know how to get there. And whether it's worth it at all. No one has ever unscrewed them along the way. The last 5 years are meant. Shall we try? And the wheels. I forgot to start the wheels. Let's go for a ride now. I found a small screwdriver, but where without jokes. It doesn't want to be unscrewed at all. Of course. Well, let's wait. Well, just in case, you never know. Such, of course. Into that bolt, into this one, I don't even know how to get in. Maybe it will work. In short, it does not lend itself to any. I've found out where this whole thing is sticking out from. Let's try this. It's fine. Save the trunk. Only inside. It's like this outside. Guys, should I sprinkle it with a key? It won't save you, you still need to change it. But I'm definitely not going to do that. Swallow? Everything turned out to be much simpler. It just comes out, damn it, with one finger. And this is of course a joke. I'm afraid that what was sold to me was brought. More precisely, sold brought. It may not fit. Or you can come over. Ah, let's turn it all on. We'll check it clean right away. So, we look at what is. Maybe it will work. Well, that's great. Somehow it is inserted somewhere here. Oh, snapped. That's it. The outdoor light is all working. Unfortunately, I can't check the reverse gear. And turnouts may not work. We don't need TFs. Here's the reverse gear. You can't check it in one. I wonder why the diode died. Fuck knows. We dispose of it together with the light bulb. It is necessary to remove the rubber. So, this is in place. That's it, Baldez. Regarding the turnovers, there is some idea to check out just. We take the DMRV, the tube is buggy somewhere. From what you've seen. So this is also a solvable issue. You will need to buy heat shrinkage and bug pins.
Купить термоусадки и пины ваговские.
Just cut it all. Well, here it starts again. Cut it all and do everything qualitatively, according to normal, with normal wires. Here he is trying to lower the revs, but he can't. This is our fucking twists.
Долбаные скрутки.
I cleaned the DMRV contacts. Some kind of clutch again. Some kind of beard, damn it. So, I cleaned the DMRV contacts with a thinner nadphylum.
Тонким надфилем.
Not only external, but also internal. How much? 16,000 revolutions. The engine is warmed up, yes. You need to split everything related to DMRV, all twists. And do everything in a normal, high-quality way.
Охаживать все, что связано с ДМРВ, все скрутки. И делать все по-нормальному, качественно.
Well, now it seems to have fallen into place.
Ладно, поехали.
Okay, let's go take the tires. And that's the end of today's series. Today's picking means cereal. Yes. What are you doing? Really? In fact, I do not know where the sensor should stand. In general, somewhere here. But where exactly? Let it hang here. How many revolutions it gives us now?
Нам выдает.
Well, a little less than thousands. Okay, figs with him. In short, that's it, I'm exhausted, not today. Then, smokes, the mixture is wrong. Our turnovers are inflated.
Завышенные.
I've traveled less than 16.5 now, he didn't show me.
Он мне не показал.
And this means that we are now throwing off the battery and undergoing adaptation in a new way. And we need to solve something with the wiring on the DMRV. Color to color, I have no wires, we will use what we have. And then it's all right.
Все в порядочке.
He begins to come to life more and more, and it cannot but please, of course. Furthermore,